You know, frustration just builds up within me almost every single time we meet Peter. There's always something that goes on with this guy. Like today, we think that we're going to meet him and he doesn't show up. But first he tells us that he's going to take the train there. But we're waiting for him thinking that he's on the train, but he's not on the train, leaving us to believe that he was trapped in the Bermuda Triangle. First of all, the Bermuda Triangle isn't even in this country. It's not in the United States of America. It's in Bermuda. But, you know, this led me to believe that maybe because we haven't heard about the Bermuda Triangle in quite some time, not since the 90s when you had ships going in there never to be heard from again. I mean, you had planes going in there, little small private speedboats would go in there and disappear. So I figured that maybe the Bermuda Triangle had moved itself into a nearby New York City subway. And I thought maybe that was on the track where the 7 train was. So it led us to believe that Peter somehow got sucked into the triangle and he was gone forever. And I thought he was lost. I thought we lost the Messiah forever. Then like 2 hours later, after a business lunch, which Peter didn't even come to, it was supposed to be the business lunch that he was supposed to be the star of, he doesn't even show up. And 2 hours later, we get a phone call from him, and you know, lo and behold, it's Peter, and he's fine. He never even left Corona. He never even left his starting point, leading us to believe that he was already progressing towards our position, but he was not. Instead, he was already at his base, but he was supposed to be making his way to our base. There's a problem there. It's a failure to communicate, as they would say in a classic film. Perhaps you know with Paul Newman. But, you know, that's besides the point. I mean, business lunch or not, you know, let us know about your location. You know, location, location, location. 3 times it said, and he's not even getting even one of those locations in. I mean, maybe, okay, so you didn't get the first location. How about the second location? No, how about the third? 3 strikes and you're out, buddy. You don't know location? You can't figure it out? There's 3 locations. And, you know, and we're not even talking about 3 locations. We're talking about Corona and Flushing Main Street. Those are 2 locations. So we're leaving him an extra location. And he doesn't even know how to properly utilize that extra location. I mean, people want more. You know, more, more, more. Billy Idol said it in Rebel Yell. You always want more, and he had more finally. It's very rare when you get some excess, some extra leeway, you know, some leg room, you know, some leg room, and he doesn't even take advantage of that leg room. People pay extra money to get leg room on planes, but he's not even taking that extra leg room. So I think that he's taking us for granted. I think that he doesn't appreciate this fine studio, you know, that we make these films that make him proud to be alive and to be an actor and to be the Messiah. He doesn't even appreciate that. So, you know, I don't even know why we bother. You know, with Peter, I love him. But, you know, I also hate him at the same time and want to strangle him. And, you know, same thing with Howard. You know, you love him, he's a great guy and all, but sometimes you just want to wrap your hands around his throat until he stops breathing. You know, but that's it. You know, I've